This is where all the research that's happening right now about non-cognitive, about psychosocial, and what I like calling it is challenging students to step up, right? They have to take a sense of ownership and direction in this. And there's some real challenges in this, especially when you start talking about first generation students whose parents never went on into higher education, is they're often not scaffolded to develop the mindsets to be effective in the world of higher education. In fact, often their mindset is they're not cut out for college. They've literally been told somewhere in their life that you're not college material. And so, when Richard Rhodes, president of Austin Community College, at their commencement will stand up and say, to a room of thousands of students who are about to graduate with their associate's degree, he'll say, how many of you have been told that you were at some point in your life that you weren't college material? And over 90% of the hands will go up, right? And that's when you realize these students are overcoming some of that mindset. Now, there are some students who are just unstoppable. In fact, they believe they can do anything, and they've been told they're beautiful, wonderful, talented, and special from birth. That's a different challenge, right? Because often those students actually have to understand some realism and have to be able to overcome challenge when it hits them. But there are mindset issues that people have to wrestle with. There are the psychosocial issues of belief that I really belong here, right? Some people call it the imposter syndrome. They feel like someone's going to figure out that I don't really belong here at some point, and I'm not quite as good as they thought I was. Or there's some students, again, who've been told they're beautiful, wonderful, talented, and special, and they're afraid to try things they're going to fail at because they don't want anybody to figure out they're not. Right? So all those mindset issues kind of come together around a series of challenges to help remind us that no matter how great our infrastructure is, no matter how good our learning strategies is, the student is engaging it, and we have to challenge them to step up and they have to have the will to be able to do this kind of work.